Okay. Good morning, YouTube. Hello. Hope you liked the thumbnail. I had fun making it. What did it put in that shit? Come back here. Where'd you go? Where's all this business? Caffeine over everything. Yeah, I got that. I'm still wearing my GPU necklace, although you can't see the GPU. Okay. Breaking news. Markets react to coffee prices up again. Experts say more coffee required. I don't know what is up with these. I appear to be missing a foot, and I don't know where my toes are going here, but well, I guess I'm missing both feet. They're just nubs. I have nubs that I'm hiding with pink bunny slippers. Nubs. Hey, look at that! It even has this microphone here, which I literally have. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Like in the background over there. That's weird. What the f... That's crazy. Same color? Same model? Interesting. I do have it set up to periodically take screenshots of my my screen as I work. Because it can basically like watch how you work on a project and offer advice for how to improve the way you're working on it and stuff like that. It's kind of creepy being like watched like that, but I turn it on for like when I'm working and you know, doing specific projects and stuff. Plus, this is I just do work on this computer. It's not like it's seeing anything particularly personal that it's not already seeing anyway. You know, helping me build or whatever. Okay, that is goofy as heck, though. That is so funny. All right. Yeah, this is... I'm really kind of curious about why Anthropic has basically like thoroughly nerfed the heck out of this new Fable model they just dropped for certain uses. For other uses, it's freaking bonkers good. It is freaking... it just blows my mind how good it is at like well, anything I can throw at it pretty much. I haven't tried to cure any diseases or hack any governments or anything like that, but when it comes to just building my website stuff and my well, I don't really want to discuss too much about what it is, but it just knocks it out of the park. Just there's nothing that it can't do. I like it. My web built it's crazy good, bonkers. But the usage limits go crazy freaking fast. We're at 85% usage for the 5-hour limit, and it's actually at 100. It just hasn't updated yet. Now dipping into my extra usage credits, which is expensive, but they give you like a $200 extra credit every month for you to just use up, which is really nice to have as a fallback, I guess. Man, this stuff goes quick though. If I just let it spin up, it'll run to 100% within an hour. Not even if I'm not like measuring the usage and spacing it out. I was kind of thinking this morning, because I don't know what I'm feeling kind of sick. I don't feel like, I don't know. feel like doing something different. So a Fat Rumble check just came in, which was nice. Thank you guys. It's obviously either directly or indirectly due to your support. I don't know how much of it is from your guys like doing subscriptions and how much of it is ad revenue or what. I'm sure I could look it up if I dug through their settings and whatnot, but regardless, thank you guys. You're awesome, and that is a big relief because I was worried how PSB was going to survive after leaving DLive, because DLive was basically like our only semi-regular source of consistent revenue. I mean, they were terrible about payments. Like it was freaking horrendous, as you all well know. You know, just trying to drag a payment out of them was like a 2-month freaking process every freaking time. You know, so if I needed money on the spot at a rough point where a big bunch of quarterly fees and whatnot hit, it was left out to dry. But they were our only source, and with them gone, I was really kind of worried about whether or not it would be enough, because a lot of that came from Lemons, and DLive, for all its faults, their Lemon system was very well designed, and it encouraged engagement from you guys, from users. Encouraged a constant flow of lemons coming in and out. People like throwing lemons at people. It was fun. So I was pretty worried, man. I was pretty worried about whether we'd be able to continue going after the switch to Rumble. But so far so good. The first month, this is the first I think this is the first month payment since the switch over from DLive to Rumble, where it's like a full month of like all the income rolling in, whether ad revenue or whatever, from all the views and subscriptions and whatnot. I think it wasn't quite $700. It was like $650 or something. Which is great. If that keeps up every month, that is, we can keep going on that. We're good. Especially in addition to the little bits and pieces that kind of come in through PO Box, which isn't much these days, and through Donor Box, which is a bit more. It's also a pretty good semi-regular source of funds. But anyway, the point of all this being, now that we have some income, I was kind of thinking I would get a Claude Code subscription for PSB, because there are so many things that Claude Code or Codex or whatever could build for PSB. The Discord could build and manage a fantastic Discord server, I'm sure. But B, I think, the website needs to be completely revamped and rethought, and obviously the writing thing isn't a thing anymore. It fizzled out. People just, I think people just don't really do written content anymore. It's just it's outdated. It worked for a while, and people read it for a while, but the world has, I think, moved on from that. By and large, it's all video, short form, some long form, but mostly short form. So that, and social media posts and on X and whatnot. So the website's got to be completely reconceptualized. And then finally, third, but most interesting and most useful, I think, Tetsuyama is asking, what do mods and hosts need here? Yes. So I was kind of thinking maybe we would try designing our own Zoom, because fuck Zoom, right? And believe me, at this point, it's more than capable of doing it. We can design, I'm pretty confident we could design our own Zoom clone that is specifically catered to what we do, the way we work, how we have multiple hosts, and maybe we could incorporate like a producer kind of role where you could have like one person that's dedicated to running what's on screen, and you know all the other hosts are talking. We could incorporate Discord callers in a much more integrated way rather than the janky ass way we used to do it, like a fully integrated system with like a menu that hosts can click in the app to pull in callers, and like, oh man, like all kinds. One of the other things I really want to do as part of this is incorporate like an AI bot that basically automatically pulls stuff that you guys link in live chat. So like you guys are chucking links out there of stuff that are, you know, stuff that's going on throughout the day, and also is pulling, say, from X, just pulling current events, things that are happening, like, and anything that's bubbling up out there, right? Taking all of that and sifting through all that information and collating it into like a concise, live, continually updating report that hosts can just refer to, like, as throughout their show, as they're doing their show, constantly live updating with new stories, new details on each, you know, say they could click on one and it'll give them a rundown of all the details, maybe a like a trio of links to relevant clips. Like there's so many ways we could be using. It's getting it's crazy how good it's getting, and there's a lot of ways that that have been popping into my head that I think we could employ it to kind of up the game for hosts and make it easier for them to pull in info from you guys, from the internet, from everywhere. And on top of that, like build, you know, making it so they can do more with screen, with the real estate on screen, like make I don't know, make it look more newsy, make it look more like an actual news channel, you know, like shifting panels and like fun, all kinds of fun stuff like that, right? I have no idea what's even possible. We're gonna find out. We're gonna play with it and see what we can do. So I thought we could do that, and then you guys can learn about Claude, you know, all the coding stuff, and Claude Coder Codex, whatever, or the local stuff. I actually use a lot of the local stuff too. Yeah. So I gotta check if I can. I don't know if the check is deposited yet, but I really want to do this, so. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can do it. We can buy a Max subscription. I gotta get that check deposited so we don't go under. Let's do it, man. Let's freaking do it. I gotta figure out the best way to do this, though. Where to do the building at? Probably on my Mac, because I use this for the other stuff. So maybe we'll pop the Mac in here and we'll do it on there. Let's see, Claude. .ai. Oh, speaking of which, I can hand out free invites for this shit too, and I get like perks for that, which is nice. Extra usage money. If anyone wants to like try Cloud Code out, raise your hand. I'll toss a link out there. I think you get like a free week or something for Cloud Code, and then I believe Codex just did a similar deal where I see Codex invite a friend. Yeah. Oh, cool. You get a free rate limit reset. That's freaking neat. It's way better than the other one. Okay, how do I do it? Ellen 4862, so on and so forth in Rumble chat asks, when I gift a sub, do you get a cut? Yeah. Yeah, that's how Rumble's subs work, basically, yeah. PSP data center. The Camp Saint says, I don't know about that. I mean, we wouldn't need that. That would be kind of overkill. Claude is the best out. Yeah, at this point, absolutely. Claude is, especially after this release of Fable, they have completely demolished ChatGPT. There's like they're done. I mean, we'll see whenever OpenAI makes their next release, but this latest one from Anthropic is just freaking nuts. It's scary good. Let me see if I can find the invite thing here. Settings. Usage and billing. Ooh. Yeah, I don't see where to do it. Well, I'll find the Claude one real quick. I know where that's at. Settings, usage. Cloud code, there it is. Copy link. If anyone wants a free week of Cloud Code, match that up. Okay. Continue with Google. PSP email. Continue. Agree. Create account. Max plan. 20x. 200 a month, man. I don't know that I'll keep that, but for this month, while Fable is there's like, I think, a 2-week period where you're able to use it on your normal usage. I am absolutely going to do that. And we're going to build some interesting stuff. We're going to go right for the Zoom clone right off the bat. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Send me the text. Card number? Oh no. I gotta find my wallet, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay. we are going to do it and see if we can build some fun stuff. I got to figure out how to get the website thing locked down and download the old one. Looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass, unfortunately, from what I've seen already. But I'll get that figured out. Okay, subscribe. Save, save. Oh, whoa, whoa. No, I do not want to help you improve your models. No. Role, founder. Plan an engineering project, sure. There we go, we're set up. I'm gonna pop this in on Zoom, and we're gonna spin something up and start building it. Let's see. I gotta uncheck the privacy stuff. No, you cannot see any of my sessions, please. Thank you. Generate memory from chat history, yes. 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 They're just doing initial setup and stuff. Yep. In fact, let me pop it in here for you guys. Okay, I gotta log in. Okay, there it is. Uh-oh. We're frozen. Hold on. Almost. There it is. All right. Cool. PSP's Claude session. All right, let's see. We'll go to code. Okay, we need a new project folder here. There it is. PSB client. I don't have a good working name at this point, so. Yep, try it. We're using Fable. All right, well, here we go. Local, good. Permissions, auto mode. And plane mode. All right, we're going to be, actually, let's see. I run a 24-hour broadcast news and entertainment channel by a rotating roster of tier hosts that host time slots on air. We cover current events, politics, conspiracy theories, world news, etc. We currently operate out of Zoom as our back end for video and audio, broadcasting that via OBS. I'm curious if we can design a replacement / clone for Zoom that is much more catered to our needs. Something that would allow us to perhaps have a producer in the producer to run the on-screen visuals and audio, etc. Or perhaps this could even be done via an AI agent. Who knows? You tell me. You guys get to see how I work with this. How you can work with it. It's interesting. You could basically just describe what you're thinking, what you want, what you hope to build, and just go back and forth with it and flesh it out until it's pretty thoroughly, the picture's thoroughly painted, and then you just tell it to build. We also have a thriving community of viewers. Build a Discord community for them and build some sort of system that pull relevant messages and links from our viewer. They are always top of And it would be great to take advantage of that with an automated system that feeds their findings back to the host. Perhaps a heads-up display / dashboard for the hosts that pulls from the live chat, from social media like x.com, and various other sources, sifts through the garbage, and pulls out gold, all of the relevant points and info, links to videos, etc. that hosts would need. Something constantly updating in real time that keeps information up to date and flowing. These are just some of the random thoughts that have collected in my head over the last few weeks. Curious how you might be able to assemble this into a clearer picture so we can start building. There we go. Let's see what we get. Hope I didn't forget anything there. And if you guys have suggestions, feel free to toss them in. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of nice to have, I mean, I've already kind of implemented some of it with the stuff going on screen, but stuff that you guys see and as viewers that is updated in real time, you know, things popping up on screen, maybe you know, an alert of some, you know, if some crazy event happens to be popping off, it'd be nice to have like an alert that just kind of pops up on your feed, on your screen, and just automatically lets people know that something's going on. Okay, here we go. Allow Cloud to search web, Rumble live stream. Yep. Okay, so it's going to look at Rumble and see how their live chat works. Always allow. Always allow. Always allow. Always allow. I hope you turn this into a concrete buildable plan. Let me start by checking what's already in your project directory, then do some research on the building blocks. Well, there's nothing in the project directory. We haven't built shit yet. But we're going to change that. Yep, if any ideas strike you about how features that could be built into this, hosts, whether you're a host or a viewer or whatever, and anything that, like, sky's the limit, I'm telling you. It can, if you can dream it, it can probably build it. Well, I don't know about going that far. I can't modify Rumble, unfortunately. I wish I could. Singing Wind says, could it create a sticker program just for PSP? No, it can't. It cannot go that far. I wish it could modify Rumble's code, but nope. But anything that we do, you know, anything that takes place on our side, you can build it. Okay, what do we got here? What should we build first? The newsroom heads-up display system can be built without touching your current Zoom and OBS workflow, while the studio Zoom replacement is a bigger, more disruptive lift. both I think equally important. But yes, let's go with the newsroom/HUD first. Also, what about Discord side of things? We haven't built a Discord server yet, but we need to. It could be another source of links and info from participants, viewers. It could be run from by our system. All right. Dooby dooby doop doop doop. Oh yeah, can we I can get me down there. There we go. Hello again. Okay, well, it's just going for it already. Okay, then. Design AI newsroom/HUD pipeline. You need... Okay. Well, while that runs, I guarantee it's going to take a while. I don't know that it'll finish before the show's over, but it's going, man. We've started. Before the day's out, we should have a decent prototype up and running. Actually, should be quite good. I'm obviously not working today because I'm sick. I'm starting to feel pretty icky. So I might actually end up being here tonight. I might have an update for you then. But I will let it run in the background. We can jump to some news on the main computer here. And we'll check in on it in a little bit. See how it's doing in an hour. Design AI newsroom HUD pipeline. Design studio and producer console. Interesting. Well, I wonder how it's going to go about doing this. What should we build first? Zoom replacement. How custom do you want to go? This is the biggest architectural fork. Should we source x.com content for the HUD? What are your hosting/operations situations to determine self-hosted versus managed services? Yeah, I've got to fill it in on all our details, how PSB works, what systems we use on the back end. A lot of this I've actually don't even know anymore. Got to go look it up. But this should get fun pretty quick. I'm pretty excited to show you guys where this is going to go. Okay, now Let me pop back over here. We'll leave Claude running there. All right. Yeah, I got to get my whole... Something I really got to do is get my whole system that I've built for the thing I've been building, which is quite intricate at this point. Very refined. A lot of work has gone into building it. Just the system that I use to build what I'm building. I got to figure out how to like transfer all of those systems and practices over to building what we're going to build here. So that's going to be on my to-do list today. So we get this really cranking big time. I built like custom memory systems for all the coding agents, including like individual memories for each one, and then like a collective memory. So they all have like a shared memory system in addition to their own individual ones, so they can kind of work together in tandem on a project. Like four different coding agents can tackle different parts of, you know, the same project and each be aware of what the other is doing as they're doing it. Stuff like that. It gets pretty wild. It's actually really fun to build after you kind of start understanding how all this stuff works. Fascinating. Amazing what you can do too. All right, let me see. Let's go back over here. There we go. Oh, is that the wrong browser? There we go. That's the right one. Let me see if I have anything tagged. Yeah, we covered that. Definitely want to see an update on Belfast from last night. That's actually a gas explosion in Russia. Go to YouTube. All right, give me something from like this morning. I want to see all the crazy shit that happened overnight.
Evie, bring us up to date, first of all, on exactly what happened last night there.
Well, you can see with the flags behind me and the painted curbs, I'm standing in what's known as a loyalist area, loyal to the British Crown. They're mostly working-class Protestant area. This is where places like this around Belfast, this is where the violence took place. In fact, very close to here, some masked men during the night, in the middle of the night, when kicking doors open, and they were setting alight, burning some houses, trying to force out. They were looking for migrants, but of course, local residents, people who were originally from here, had to be evacuated too. In the morning, children had to go to school, walking on across burnt the remains of burnt vehicles and buses. These types of memory, people from Belfast thought they had left behind, because obviously there was a lot of writing like this over 35 years of violence. But now the conflict between people from this side and from the other side, on the mostly Republican Catholic area, has kind of transformed into onto the political arena. Indeed, now there are bad memories that are coming back, and very much situations that people here thought they had left behind. But it doesn't look like this is going to end soon, because there are people in this area who are very much angry for what happened, but very much want to bring their violence and their hatred to the streets, and that's not good for any community.
I see y'all,
according to
talking about Vicky. I'm glad she's doing okay. Good. Yay. She's home. Was not a clot. Oh, thank goodness.
Political leaders who this morning were condemning what was happening, in a very vehement way.
What could it mean there politically, Hervé, and of course so for the whole debate of immigration there in Northern Ireland?
For Northern Ireland and for this kind of fragile peace between these two sides, it is not good, of course. Most of the violence took place on areas like this, because not on the Catholic Republican side it was pretty quiet.
Hold on, I gotta pipe my bot down now. He's working too on my stuff. Yeah, there he goes. There we are.
Most of the night. A lot of migrants are living in areas like this. There are poor areas, some of the poorest in Belfast, and the rents are cheap. But indeed, the political representatives of people from this area, in fact, the Deputy First Minister of Northern Ireland, who is a Democratic Unionist, Emma Little-Pengelly, was saying there should be a debate on immigration. She was saying it is not right that this man, this Sudanese 30-year-old man who was charged with attempted murder, went through Paris and through Dublin before he arrived here and was granted asylum here in 2023. Why did he not ask for asylum in Paris or in Dublin in the Republic of Ireland? So these are the types of questions people want answered, and the debate now has been certainly started again, which is very much to the liking of the far-right elements in England, Nigel Farage, the head of Reform UK, and also more militant parts like Tommy Robinson, who organised all these marches in England and here last night.
Hervé, thanks so much. Hervé Emmerich reporting live for us there from Belfast.
Ooh,
well, after the riots, I think
someone.
like my neighbor's house was set on fire, so like my front door caught the fire a bit, and like it had to be kind of like kicked out to kind of like stop the fire, because like it was about to go in the house. It was terrifying, you know. I was with my dog at the house, so I had to like escape through the back door. Whenever like my dog, like my neighbor's dog was trapped in the house, so they were also trying to break into their house to get the dog. But I was lucky enough that my friends live nearby, so they let me like crash for the night. I mean, I assume because like it's a street where like lots of immigrants live, you know. And like I assume like people aren't really friendly for like specific like ethnic groups. Well,
oh my gosh.
After the riots, I think like my neighbor's house was set on fire.
Protesters set multiple fires, including a bus ablaze in Belfast on Tuesday, after a stabbing sparked anti-immigration demonstrations because the suspect...
Oh, hey, look at that. We got our build plan. 1 second. Let me see what it came up with. Let's stop my share here. PSB broadcast platform. PSB runs a 24-hour news/entertainment channel on Rumble. Volunteer hosts rotate through time slots, join a Zoom call, OBS captures a Zoom window to stream. Two needs drive this project. A purpose-built studio replacing Zoom. Each host can have a remote producer who runs on-screen visuals, lower thirds, tickers, clips, slates, and audio, mute levels, guest management, with a path to an AI producer later. Ooh. Automated production. An AI newsroom. The Rumble live chat community is a goldmine of breaking links and info. An automated pipeline should watch the chat, plus a new Discord community, RSS feeds, and viewer-shared X-links. Filter out the garbage. Feed gold to hosts via a constantly updating HUD. The operator is not a professional developer and will build this with Claude Code, so the design favors one language, TypeScript, end-to-end, boring proven tech, and one Docker composed deployment on a budget VPS, also runnable locally on a Mac. We already have a budget VPS, so we're good to go there. Build order, newsroom HUD first, then the studio. Yeah, dude, it's gonna bang it out, man. I'm telling you, like nothing. Okay. Let's get into technical stuff. System 1, the newsroom. Ingestion. Rumble chat, yep. Discord, yep. Bot ingest designated channels via message. Okay, yep. RSS, yeah, so we can pull news. That's how we run our tickers, through RSS. So we can pull from any websites, Breitbart, and whoever the heck. I don't even remember who else we pull from. Pipeline uses an AI model to pull context from all the data coming in and then come up with a structured output. Yep, sounds right. And then push that to the HUD as a card every 5 minutes, but only call if 5 new kept items. Rolling what's happening now, briefing and breaking alert. Neat. Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna be so cool. This is gonna be super cool. Interesting. Now the studio, that's what I'm most interested in. Overlay engine works on day 1 with Zoom still in place. Okay. What about building a replacement for Zoom? There it is. VDO.Ninja Transport replaces Zoom in its own phase. 1 room per episode. Old links die naturally. Next shows host can green room. Current show is live. Changeover equals a URL swap and scene cut. Okay, so I'm gonna stop and tell it some things here. Modify this. Revise, there we go. So I'm a bit worried about how the show changeover might work when one show ends and another begins. See, currently, we all just use the Zoom meeting room, which stays up 24 hours a day. When one show ends, they simply hand off to the next host, who is sitting there waiting in the Zoom meeting with them. Is it possible for our new system to persist indefinitely, 24/7, and work the same way? Or is there some reason that you're thinking we ought to move away from that way of working? Okay. See, then it just kind of revises things based on your input. I'll come up with another plan based on your revisions. And I'll ask you to either approve it or continue to revise it. Just keep refining it over and over and over until you're happy with what you see. If you don't understand it, you can ask it to explain. Say, I'm like literally retarded and I have no idea what you're even talking about. Explain this to me like I'm a caveman idiot, and it'll tell you until you get it. All right, back to the news. Let's see what Miss Steph has this morning here. Or since last night, even. We got some from last night. Oh, we got the details on the Artemis 3 crew, huh?
Launching at around the same. Hey, Rachel, good morning. Yeah, what makes this mission so interesting is that you have 3 different space vehicles launching at around the same time and then meeting up in space. And for this crew, it's the adventure of a lifetime.
The Artemis 2 crew, comrade, hands you the baton. You got the controls.
Just months after making history, Artemis 2 Commander Reed Weissman passing the baton, sending NASA towards the next phase of putting humans back on the moon for good. The 4 Artemis 3 astronauts, Commander Randy Bresnik, Italian pilot Luca Parmitano, mission specialist Frank Rubio, and mission specialist Andre Douglas, who will fly for the first time on this mission.
What did you say when you got the call?
Yes. Followed very quickly by thank you.
The crew.
So, God, sorry, I'm just like sitting here thinking about more stuff to build. So what about like the whole AI run production side of things just kind of had me thinking like if it can do that, if it can pull stuff from live chat or Discord, why not just have it listen to what's being discussed on air and have it like, so it could like, if you're discussing a certain topic, if a host is discussing a certain topic, it could bring up like relevant visuals just automatically, like or like if you're talking about a specific article, you wouldn't even have to pull it up and share it on screen. It could just do it for you. Follow along as you're scrolling, like as you're reading through it. I haven't actually tried stuff like that out yet, but I bet you it could do it. I bet you it could easily actually. Interesting.
Crew is set to launch next year and will pick up from where the Artemis 2 crew left off after that historic mission around the moon back in April, capturing those mesmerizing images. This crew will orbit the Earth to test how the Orion can dock with the SpaceX and Blue Origin lunar landers that will eventually land humans on the moon.
You know, it's really important so that we understand the landers, how they're going to dock with Orion.
This is being called one of NASA's most complex missions ever. NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman.
You're talking about a launch campaign that you're going to witness in a short period of time the 3 most powerful rockets in the world ignite.
And now this morning, these 4 astronauts say this is a mission they've been preparing for their entire lives.
It's almost unbelievable that we are 4 individuals, but we can really hope to create waves.
And when I was with the crew, we were telling each other that
why not use AI show hosts? What? I think that's going a little far.
Yes, the science.
I don't know, maybe.
The data, the research, all of that is so important, but so is the hope and the inspiration they can bring Americans and people all around the world.
I mean, it might actually be possible, to be honest. The question is, do you want to do that? I don't know.
World, they know that and they feel that.
NASA
AI is useful, but I like people too.
Administrator Jared Isaacman.
You're talking.
Yeah. Secretary, turn on the housing market. All right.
Well, as you alluded to, the president has been laser focused on bringing housing costs down and making homes more affordable for the American people. As I travel around the country, and I've been to over 40 unique cities already in the last 15 months, the number one thing I hear what's crippling our housing development is regulations on the state level, the local level, and at the federal level. So we've been very intentional about tearing down the regulatory environment and also encouraging local governments and state governments. Take inventory of your regulation. What's crippling development? What's causing construction to be delayed? What's causing the cost of houses to go up? And so regulations is the number one thing. We just released our best practices report, our regulatory best practices report, which I encourage people to go look at to help cities and states say, hey, how can we ease the permitting process? How can we modernize our processes? How can we get rid of duplicative fees? When you look at regulation, it adds up about $100,000 per single family home. That's not sustainable.
$100,000?
$100,000. Think about this, Becky.
That's more than just a few fees along the way.
It is. It's fees, it's zoning, it's duplicative processes. The median price of a home in America is about $426,000. $100,000 of that is in regulations in the regulatory environment. If you take that away, it brings down the cost of a house so more Americans can afford to buy. So regulations, taking that cost down, bringing supply up, we're laser focused on that.
Crazy. Okay.
You did for Karen Bass?
Yeah, Karen Bassett.
Skid Row girl.
That's her name, Bassett?
Karen Bass, yeah.
Got paid $2 to vote for Karen Bass.
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Oh, you did for Karen Bass?
Yeah, Karen Bassett. Right. That's her name, Bassett?
Karen Bass, yeah. Or Nithya Raman?
Karen.
Karen? They told you to vote for Karen?
Yeah, they had to sign a little thing.
And how much they pay you?
It was like $2.
$2? Oh, to sign off on a thing to vote for her?
Yeah.
And so they do this for everybody out here?
Yeah, they come out here all the time.
They just get everybody to vote out here, huh?
Remember, this exact type of voter fraud is exactly what James Lafitte has been exposing. You know, there are groups, NGOs that are paying people for votes. They're paying homeless people $2, $5. There's an entire network of these people that are ballot harvesting, which, by the way, California Democrats have made illegal. They actually expanded and made it illegal for third parties to go out and ballot harvest. I mean, just look at this. You can actually see them registering people to vote.
The homeless to forge names, forge addresses, and forge signatures of.
Oh my gosh.
4-month-old baby ejected from a.
Okay, I don't want to watch that. No, thank you. Are you serious? Rep. Jasmine Crockett says the knife used to kill Austin Metcalf was not a deadly weapon. Well, it sure stabbed him dead, didn't it?
Awful. Wait a minute, was it a switch? I don't know what he had. It was like it seemed like it was a multi-tool, almost like a Swiss Army. Like with the with the little scissors and everything and whatever.
No. It was a knife.
Well, I would argue the size of it alone, you wouldn't even think it's a deadly weapon. And that's
forgot he had through the bag.
If it was one of the little, like, I don't know. Like, I do think. Well, that's why he went to his coach and was like, but I don't think I hurt him that bad. Awful. Wait a minute, was it a switch? I don't know what he had. It was like
Absolute idiot. Disgusting. Sorry, plane came back in. Interesting. I'm gonna have to read through this later. Interesting.
The process
Okay,
delivered
Austin,
accountability.
excuse me, Austin Metcalf's family, including his twin brother and parents, stand with the DA following the murder conviction of Carmelo Anthony.
And today, the process delivered accountability. We are grateful to this jury, and we are grateful that the good citizens of Collin County had an opportunity to weigh in on this case. I'm proud of the exceptional work of Bill Werski and our...
I unfortunately cannot hear a single thing being said here because it's coming out of my bad speaker. If there's a way to switch it. All right, let me see if that did it.
Team of prosecutors.
Nope, I still don't get it. Oh well.
Today, the prosecutors, DA investigators, and victim advocates, and all the good and outstanding men and women of the Collin County District Attorney's Office. We thank all the parents and their brave kids who did the right thing. Despite the trauma of witnessing the senseless murder at a school track meet, they cooperated fully and testified truthfully. Their courage was essential to securing justice in this case. I'm especially honored to be joined here today by Jeff and Megan Metcalf and their son Hunter. Their strength and grace through this has been their strength and grace throughout this unimaginable journey has been inspiring. They won't be taking questions at this time, but their presence here speaks volumes about their commitment to seeking justice for Austin.
Okay. I didn't hear any of that. I was reading the plan from Claude here. So it would cost roughly $100 a month in API fees for pulling messages from chat and, you know, pulling info from chat and Discord and whatnot. Later, DeepGram STT for the AI producer, which is 50 cents an hour of transcribed audio only during shows using it. But I bet you I could come up with a way to do that cheap or free. Maybe using my computer, actually. Interesting. Yeah, I got stuff to research and think about. We're gonna build some interesting stuff for PSB here. I think first and foremost being the Discord server. In fact, let me ask it about that. Integrate into the ecosystem. I really want to revamp PSB as a whole. Breathe some new, fresh life and energy into it. Okay. Let's keep going.
Why now? I think
amazing to see these films coming out outside of Hollywood, because what people have done to destroy Hollywood is only going to reap rewards for people outside of LA. I don't know what happened. What's being released here?
Before we let you go, ladies, why now? I think there's three things that come to mind about this movie. How far alternate Hollywood has come. These are high quality, high red carpet debuts.
Oh, yeah.
Picking
Young Washington, yeah.
A character that probably has been
lost. I mean, I don't really know quite how I feel about Angel Studios personally, but
in history classes the last decade or two. And three, on the
very least, I suppose they're somewhat better than the status quo.
Eve of a great celebration. Why this moment for the movie?
This is certainly an important moment to have this movie. And the one thing I will say is that things have changed so much. He wasn't cast in a different race for the movie. We weren't focusing on his sexuality. It's nothing like that. It's sticking to the real history and the real facts of who this person was, the remarkable life that he lived. And Amanda, I think more about this than I do, being so close to Los Angeles and the movie industry there. It is definitely changing for the better, I will say.
It's amazing to see these films coming out outside of Hollywood, because what people have done to destroy Hollywood, to destroy that industry, to destroy, frankly, the jobs that exist in that city, it is only going to reap rewards for people outside of Los Angeles. Places in Texas that have huge compounds, in Florida, in Georgia, in Louisiana, a lot of these places that are building their own mini Hollywoods. You create competition and it only increases the quality of a product. And tonight it is a very quality product. And the timing of this, look, July 3rd is when it comes out, on the eve of our 250th birthday. And by the way, to all of you, they are doing a 44% discount this Friday.
Okay. Paid advertisement. Right. Democrat Governor Wes Moore, Maryland, signs executive order creating an immigrant rights protection task force. Yeah. Hegseth just stepped off the plane in Guantanamo Bay in Cuba.
Riley's blocking our...
Yeah, to enjoy the beach, I guess, you know. James Comer told Miranda Devine on this week's episode of Pod Force One that Ilhan Omar could be in a lot of trouble. Oh, she is.
You start sending people to jail, and I do think Ilhan Omar is in a lot of trouble.
Alien Omar.
You got a situation there where you look at some of the earmarks she requested for her district were for some of those fraudulent schemes. So she's got that big question mark on how her net worth jumped up to, at least $6 million and then went back down to zero over a 1-year period. And she's never really answered that other than saying she made a mistake. It's hard to make a mistake. You have to review it and submit it again. You submit it, then it all pops up again, and you have to look. They've designed that software where you put your financial disclosure in. I do the same thing, to where you have to look at it and you make triple sure it's right. And I don't know how she would miss 3 extra zeros on or 2 extra zeros on something, 3 extra zeros on something. I mean, it's not even believable.
So are you saying that Ilhan Omar, the congresswoman from Minnesota, that she was getting federal money and feeding it into these corrupt Somali networks, her cronies?
I think one of the projects she requested proved to be a fraudulent Somali scheme. Now, there's no evidence that she benefited from it.
Sorry, 1 second. Telling it to design a way for Discord users to be brought in as callers, voice callers, the way we used to do. There we go. Almost 20,000 people have signed an online petition in Japan to protest against U.S. President Donald Trump and the White House using manga and anime characters in posts on social media. They're ass mad about Trump using anime. You'd think they'd take it as a compliment. I mean, certainly how I take it when they use American culture and their entertainment and memes, and like, I don't find that offensive at all. It's ridiculous. Japanese SJWs. Anxiety-inducing roller coaster malfunction in Ohio. Oh, geez.
Over the weekend, the sirens curse, leaving riders stranded at the top facing downward just before
fun.
a massive drop. This happened not once, but twice. In each instance, nerves were rattled, but thankfully no one was hurt. And Father's Day is almost here, and if you are looking for the perfect gift, the Fox News shop has you covered. Over the weekend,
Austin Metcalf's father delivered a very powerful message straight to his son's murderer, Carmelo Anthony.
Erupting outside of
Dirtbag. I hear he cried like a bitch and tried to run.
Protests erupting outside of a Texas courthouse after 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years in prison for the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf at that 2025 high school track meet. Now, following the sentence, Metcalf's father delivered an emotional statement to Anthony. "We were robbed. This was never about race. It is about right and wrong. My son's death destroyed the person I used to be. He does not..."
Was never about race. I mean, well... Except for where it is, like the whole thing is about race. But whatever, hey. I guess for him personally, maybe it's not about race, but sir, snap out of it.
Exist anymore. You're going to prison. I forgave you the day it happened. I don't forgive you. Don't forgive what you did. You can't look at me in the eyes, but you can stab my effing son. Let's bring in Fox News contributor. Protests erupting outside of a Texas courthouse after 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years in prison for the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf at that 2020.
Not about race, except, well, you know, for all these people. I don't know how he could say something like that after hearing all the shit these people say. What crap they have written on their signs. The disgusting behavior on display by this one and his family. Are you kidding? I mean, I hate to say this about a still grieving father, but like, come on, man. Wake up, dude. May not be about race for you, but it sure is for them.
What we see right now happening in the Strait of Hormuz and with Iran is that they're unwilling to make a deal. And, you know,
the Mountain Whitaker here.
President Trump, while he is patient and he is a deal maker and he wants peace, at the same time, he knows that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. And that is the starting point. That is the red line. And unlike other presidents, President Trump, when he draws a red line, he enforces it. And if Iran is not willing to make a deal in a prudent amount of time, then he's going to use all of the incredible armed forces in the military that the United States has to get a situation where Iran will make a deal. But, you know, this is where, you know, President Trump is not going to give 1 inch, and he holds all the cards and will continue to play the cards as he sees appropriate. What we see right now happening in the Strait of Hormuz and with Iran is that
all right, let me see if I can get this thing building yet. Let's see. It's all right. You can see it at www.patriotssoapbox.com. Okay, there we go. Let's keep going. The heck is that? A Moringa warehouse in Indiana. Oh yeah, the government facility built into a mountain. They use it for storing a bunch of shit. MREs, all kinds of stuff. Give me another clip here. What do we got? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Paradise is a community that promises body positivity and a safe space for plus-size women. Enjoy this for a minute or two while I go hit the restroom. My God.
You are now entering Paradise.
Welcome to Paradise.
A body-positive world of love and affirmation. But some say this oasis, dedicated to larger ladies, may not be all that it seems.
What did you expect going in, and what was the reality?
I expected to, I don't know, just have fun with my friends. But I didn't expect to leave feeling like I was violated or feeling uncomfortable or feeling like, wow, did that really just happen?
Allegations of inappropriate touching, even predatory behavior, all a part of a brutal legal battle threatening to tear apart the viral popularity of this community.
I've never really been able to present all the evidence that I have that basically shows that most of the allegations are completely fabricated.
My name's Emily Cass. I'm a photojournalist. I'm based out of New Orleans, Louisiana, and I've been plus size most of my life. I love culture stories. I really like working in odd subcultures. I was scrolling on TikTok one day, and I came across a TikTok where he was holding up a large swimsuit. I click into the profile, and I just see this guy, this kind of dorky looking guy, has like all these plus size women in his home. So I click in there, and I'm just fascinated. I had never seen a world like that.
Emily Kask found Paradise and its founder, Stefan Villamy, like so many others did, by accident.
And I'm just a normal guy. You know, that's my tagline on Instagram. I created Paradise. My ideal type has always been very tall and very big. Like, she would be 6 foot or taller, and she would definitely be 500 plus.
Paradise is a community in Las Vegas. It's a mansion, it's a home, built by Stefan Villamy, a man who immigrated here from Germany because he loved plus-size women. He's sexually attracted to plus-size women.
I like them round, I like them chunky.
For a year, Emily watched the live streams, joined the Paradise Discord channel before reaching out to Villamy in 2021.
I said, I'd like to come there and document. Is this something you'd be open to? He responded instantly, and he said, I have a bedroom open right now.
At Paradise, the girls are finding each other. They're finding a sisterhood that they never had.
Like Emily, Emmy-nominated director Tara Malone says she understood the appeal Paradise represented.
I've been plus size my whole life, and it's a rare opportunity to be able to tell any story about the plus size community. There was no way I was not going to do this project.
Her new investigation discovery docuseries, Big Girls Wanted: Escaping Paradise, takes a closer look at the group, the legal battle, and the fallout. Malone's cameras were there for a lot of the classic Paradise social media content.
You guys ready for a swimsuit check?
Malone came to Paradise to answer many of the same questions Emily had. The difference? Malone showed up after allegations of defamation and sexual assault.
When allegations come out, they are on TikTok. They are making their case over and over again, sort of relentlessly.
Describe Stefan to me, now that you've gotten to know him as well as you have.
That is a complicated question. Stefan, I would say he is someone who is very committed to the belief that he should be allowed to be attracted to what he's attracted to. I would say he's someone that is.
Okay, how bad was it? Oh God, it was bad, wasn't it? Oh dear. All right. What else we got? Code stuff. Oh, what do we got here? Carmelo.
If he was white, we wouldn't even be here today. It would have never came to court. It would have never been no handcuffs. We wouldn't be here today. But because somebody didn't know how to go get an adult like we all are taught, somebody's life was on the ground and somebody's in jail for something that should have been self-defense. That shit crazy. I went to school. Self-defense. That's how we supposed to know how to act around white people. What the fuck is that? What for? What is that? What is self-defense? Is self-defense not somebody touching you that you don't want touching you and you defending yourself? What is self-defense? Murder? Murder? Hold on. The same guy that saved the life? The same guy that saved the life? You should have taught your sons to go get a motherfucking adult like we know how to do. But that was in his motherfucking face. You don't get the put murder on somebody's child because that could have been your motherfucking son. No, that could have been anybody's motherfucking son. 35 motherfucking years. Mother to motherfucking mother. You should have said don't get that man no motherfucking mess. They said 5 to 99 to life. You should have said 5 because you know that shit wasn't trying to go down like this. 35 years. Melo was not just. Hey, I went to school over here in the same fucking school.
And
I had the same problem. I had to fight every fucking day. Every day. And my friend, I couldn't deal with none of my problems at school. Outside of school. So I know how he feels. That shit is that's some fuck shit. That's some fuck shit.
One of my friends came out and said that Carmelo's not taking nothing good. He steady crying. He said they won't even let the parents console him. They won't even let the parents console him. They won't let him take.
What does that even mean?
Room. They will not let him console. He keep crying, and trying to calm down. If that boy end up doing something to himself, that's y'all blood.
Huh?
If you don't want your goddamn, they think this shit a game. They said.
What is this? No idea. All right. Mm, 55 kids and teens charged in Hershey Park opening day brawl as families shielded their kids and hid under tables. Teens, yes, teens. Just teens. Not any specific kind of teen, you see. Just teens.
And new details after dozens of teenagers and kids were charged in an opening day brawl at Hershey Park. Cameras capturing the chaos at what's normally the sweetest place on earth. And this has been a 3-month investigation, and authorities are telling us tonight it's not over just yet. CBS 21's Yasmin Cowan speaking with the Derry Township Police Chief today, explaining how they went about charging that many people. Yasmin.
Sounds of excitement and thrill can be heard at Hershey Park as people are riding rides, but those sounds were replaced by chaos and families fleeing after a massive fight broke out involving over 50 people.
Working with various agencies, schools, school resource officers, juvenile probation, some county agencies to try to identify and make sure we had the right person.
When speaking with Derry Township Police today, they described the chaotic fight at Hershey Park on April 3rd, saying 55 people were involved. The 3-month investigation took so long, they said, because of all the video they had to comb through that was posted online and taken by witnesses.
Wow, what idiots.
Derry Township Police Chief Garth
Geniuses. Oh my gosh. This is the stabbing victim here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez, everyone talking about Fable. Yep.
Fucking chimping out. Just fucking chimping out. Just niggerdom everywhere.
I just died on your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. I just died on your arms.
Fucking chimping out. Just niggerdom everywhere.
Damn, you got some balls, girl. Oh. Murder in the streets of Barcelona. Jeez. Yikes. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. UK warns online platforms of legal consequences if their services are used to incite violence and spread hatred linked to unrest in Belfast. Yeah, in other words, warning Twitter or X and others like it, Facebook, you name it, if you allow any discussion whatsoever, any footage coming out of what's going on over there, you're in trouble. You're going to pay a price. It's disgusting.
Fable, or Mythos, is absolutely insane. On the left here, we have the actual lovable mobile app. And here we have a lovable mobile app that I built in 2 prompts with Claude Fable 5. This is the chat thread. Here's prompt 1, and then I just said run it on simulator 2 and then go.
See what I mean? This thing's gonna do some fascinating stuff.
Oh, so that just counts as 1 prompt. And then it did some stuff, and then I just screenshotted all the screens on Lovable. I just need you to redesign it to look exactly like this. And then,
wow.
And that's it. We're gonna use these 2 at the same time. So here's Lovable. So on Lovable, I'm just gonna say, make a Notion-like notes app, dark mode. Okay, so now I'm going to make a Notion-like notes app and make it dark mode. Okay, so this is my version of Lovable that I've vibe coded, and here's actual Lovable. I'm gonna enter these prompts at the same time. Look at this, mine's faster. This is actually running in a sandbox. This is literally lovable. It's literally lovable. That is good. It's lovable.
That's crazy. And what is Lovable valued at right now? $12 billion. And you can just do it like that now.
2 prompts, it's lovable. It's actually lovable. It's doing the same exact thing. Yes, there's a little extra polish, but like, what are we doing?
That is crazy.
What are we doing here? Okay, starting the web server. So this one was about 7 seconds before mine, but mine's probably using a better model, low key. All right, so let's open it on the actual Lovable. And there you go, we have this little notes app. Now I'm gonna open it in my version of Lovable. Bang, so create a new page. Look at this. Yo, they don't have any of the features, look at this. Hello, I can't change any of the headers or anything. Look on this. I can literally, hello, there. This was made on Mythos.
That's crazy. Wow. You ever had an app idea? Now's your time. Okay. Yep, one person can now ship full apps without engineers, including apparently clones of these very apps, which is crazy. Design without being a designer. Yep. Turn one video into 10 clips. Yep. Push those clips to millions. Yep. Replace the support team. Yep. Rare window indeed. Speaking of which, how's my work going? Okay. Well, I'm going to spin this up, I guess, and get it building. There it goes. Starting to build. Okay. Design this site in Fable 5 with just a few prompts. Okay, let's see it. Wow, neat. That's really something. Wow. Wow. I gotta save that. And send it to my guy here. All right.
I'm just here with press just to record and talk to you guys and see what's going on. Okay.
We don't like the verdict. You came out our face now. Go ahead on.
Okay. It's a free country.
They're flicking him off, man.
You're in public. Okay. Okay. Well, you're in public. I'm just asking. Yeah.
They don't want to be recorded, bro.
Whoa.
Hey, move the camera, bro. They don't want to be
It's free speech. It's free speech. Why are you throwing stuff at us? Yeah, why are you throwing stuff at us? What the hell is that?
Because you're white. That's really as simple as it gets. It's because you're white.
All right, well, they're throwing water bottles at us while we're recording. By the way, there's signs right here that says self-defense is not a crime.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Carmelo Anthony should do no time. And there's also this sign right here says hands off. And this sign says, "We stand with you." I believe this is about Carmelo as well. And you'll see a picture right here of Carmelo Anthony. These are pictures probably from his Instagram. Self-defense is not a crime. So that's basically with the tensions being high here. You can see, I mean, we're not here to support anybody, but we're already having things thrown at us. Well, we don't have to do that.
Angry and upset. It's family members over there.
Okay.
So you're agitated.
Oh, those are family members.
You're
Wow.
Okay.
I wonder where Carmelo learned what he learned.
At the Clockfern roundabout. After the
Belfast, here we go.
speeches, on the outskirts of North Belfast, several hundred people gathered at the Clockfern roundabout. After the speeches, 200 masked men broke away and marched into the White Abbey estate. The group then made its way along this road and stopped at this property here on Abbeyville Street. They proceeded to stone every window in the property and threw wheelie bins through the bottom windows. I spoke to a woman across the road. She said that the complex had been used to house asylum seekers and immigrants. She said that the whole ordeal of watching people come down this road and attack the house was terrifying. Off Belfast Newtonards Road, it was a glider bus that was targeted. Set on fire, crowds gathered as smoke billowed across the east of the city. A few hundred metres away, 2 cars were set alight on McMaster Street. When it was not cars or buses, they chose burning bins to block the streets. On the Crumlin Road, more bins and more fires. Back at the Clockfern roundabout, the crowds returned. 2 burning cars now made the road impassable. Ita Dungan, BBC Newsline in Newton Abbey.
Wow. Made by Fable in a 2-sentence prompt. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. A Mario Kart clone. Wow. What the heck? That's crazy. Wow, man. One go.
And before I go on, I want to make something clear.
Okay.
I have a hunch you're not a fan of Facebook.
What? There's gonna be a sequel to that, The Social Network, the film about Facebook that Fincher did all those years ago.
Listen, before I
Film follows an engineer who becomes a whistleblower on Facebook's most guarded secrets. Interesting.
go on, I want to make something clear.
Okay.
I have a hunch you're not a fan of Facebook, but I am. I am here to help Facebook, not hurt it, okay?
All right, you send me a message. What would you like to talk about?
The chairman gavels the session to order. You'll read your opening statement, which we'll skip past for now, that's a separate session, and we'll move to witness questioning.
Spell your name and state your current occupation for the record.
M-A-R-K-Z-U-C-K-E-R-B-E-R-G.
And your occupation?
I'm a professional defendant.
I ran classifiers on political groups where 30% of content hits multiple risk factors.
Hang on, I don't understand what you're saying.
Aren't you a tech reporter?
Ish.
Ish?
These guys are counting on the next round of congressional testimony to make you likable, Mark. I'm happy to lend a hand, but I think you're doomed.
this company and that guy are playing an unprecedented role in our lives.
The fire hose of bad information you are injecting into the air supply is becoming jet-powered.
I'm a free speech absolutist. I'm not the one who's lying, and I'm not stopping them from seeing someone who is.
Anxiety, depression of teenage girls got worse as a result of time spent on the platform.
Senior leadership knows and is doing nothing.
I know there are easier enemies to make.
The mafia would be an easier enemy to make.
So what would you need?
To stand up the story, the internal documents.
This is a material violation of my NDA.
We're twice as big as the biggest country on earth. We're not frightened of Congress. We're post-government around here.
Please let me quote that.
We have 102 hours to get everything.
She's going to get sued into small pieces.
I don't want to be made an example of by a guy with unlimited resources.
Harm, I promise you, is imminent.
People around here understand that when I say no, that's the end of the debate. I'm not 2 years out of a dorm room anymore, Charlie. Look around.
I don't know what the girl thinks she's doing.
She's disrupting.
Interesting. Okay. I'll give it a go. The Social Network was a good film. So is Fincher directing this? Oh no, really? It's Aaron Sorkin? Oh, fuck off. Okay, considerably less interested now. Gay. That's old. Florida hospital reveals Palantir software has cut sepsis deaths by more than half since it was installed. What does it do? How does it do it? Okay. Let's try. Let me get back to PSP. How's the build going here? Let's see. Scaffold and Discord blueprint. Planning out the Discord server, I guess. Water cut off for thousands of Iranians after U.S. strikes. Let me get back down here.
Dramatic and emotional. This was such a dramatic and emotional trial for so many people, and for all the folks who came actually outside to wait outside the courthouse. This was personal to them, they tell us, even if they didn't know the families involved personally.
Free Carmelo! Free Carmelo!
The 7-day trial needed roughly 3 hours of jury deliberations. 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony was convicted of murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison for the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet last year. Prosecutors argued Anthony intentionally killed Metcalf after being shoved and taunted by Metcalf and his teammates who attended a rival school. Anthony claimed self-defense and broke down crying in the courtroom after the verdict. He did not take the stand during his trial. CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi says she was struck by the speed of the verdict.
I've never seen a jury come back this quickly on a case
of this magnitude, it really is a blow to the defense's case. Basically, the jury didn't accept any part of the defense's case.
Many of Anthony's supporters criticized the racial makeup of the jury. The 12-member panel did not include anyone who was black.
Why does this feel so personal to so many people?
Because I'm a black person myself, I'm a black woman, I am a black mother, and I feel for him.
At Anthony's sentencing hearing, only one person took the stand on his behalf, his mother. When the defense asked if Anthony regretted his actions, she said, quote, "Yes, he's very sorry for what he did."
Per Texas law, Anthony is going to have to spend at least half of his 35-year sentence in prison before he's eligible for parole. So, Nate, that will take him until his mid-30s, 17 and a half years.
Okay.
Now, Mr. President, if I have you sign the oath you had when you said
Trump personally brought the Patriots who renovated the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool into the Oval Office, gave them a signed hat and a challenge coin. Cool.
I'll do it.
How is your football team?
It's going to be great. It'll be good.
So they have a good quarterback?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Well,
sir.
you need a quarterback in that
I really appreciate it.
So the two teams are good?
There's a big thing full of challenge coins there. It's cool.
AI.
SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler on the AI arms race.
AI winning the AI arms race is absolutely vital. If China wins, this is going to be really problematic for the entire country.
Yep.
But particularly for main streets.
And what's smart manufacturing?
Well, smart manufacturing is all the, whether it's automation or the advances that we have in production planning, robotic welding, that lets us do things for the same cost as they do it in China now. And that is why we're going to be able to reshore things. We are a nation of builders again because President Trump believes in the American worker and American industry, and he understands that we must win the technological race on any front, not just AI, but drones, warfare, pharmaceuticals. AI winning the AI arms race is absolutely vital. If China...
Oh, that reset. Okay. Anything else here before I leave you guys? What is this?
Let's just start with Norm Eisen, who runs
dirtbag.
States United Democratic outfit. I don't know how many salaries this guy collects, right? He's got a law firm. He's got States United. He runs this media outlet called the Contrarian. He also is a fellow at Brookings. I mean, he's making millions upon millions of dollars, and it's clearly being funded by some dark money from the left. And so he has that money, he whips it all up, he packages it, and then he goes to the leftist state attorney generals and he says, boy, do I have a deal for you. I'm going to send you free lawyers. And then these lawyers show up in Wisconsin. They're writing memos and having deals in Arizona so that Trump officials or Trump alternate electors, contingent electors, or others can, get prosecuted by Arizona.
Yep. Okay, well, I suppose that does it for me, you guys. I'm gonna go lay down. I feel like crap. I just need a rest, so... That's it for me. I think Milkmaid is in. Yes. Sorry.
James, how are you and the family?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh, good.
I mean, feeling a little sick, but otherwise great,
Okay, good. Yeah. How's it? I mean, over the years, we've watched the whole family grow. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, absolutely. Back at y'all. All right. Well, you all have a good show.
Have a good one, James.
I will. Yeah, back at you. You guys have a great show, and I will. I'll see you guys either tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right, YouTube. That's it for me. I'm gonna go kick it. Yeah, I'm gonna go relax and lay down in bed and code. So I'm gonna enjoy that, despite being sick. I'm gonna go play with my toys here. So I will see you guys whenever I see you next.